The Vergas Show is brought to you by Spanky Stone Hearth, casual fine dining on beautiful Rose Lake. Vergas State Bank, your locally owned community full-service bank. Vergas Event Center for gatherings large or small, including weddings. Vergas Liquor Store, where all the profits profit Vergas.
Make the right call. Call Hanson's, the most trusted name in plumbing and heating.
Come on, all you big strong men. Uncle Sam needs your help again. Got himself in a terrible jam way over yonder in Vietnam. So put down your books and pick up a gun. We're gonna have a whole lot of fun.
Hi, welcome to the Vergas Show. I'm Sherry Hansen. Thanks for joining me today, and thank you, Damien Anderson. Beautiful. It's just a little tidbit of what you are going to experience at this wonderful event that you've got planned on Memorial Day. Tell me a little bit about it, Damien.
We are going to be performing from 5 to 7.
Yeah.
From 5 until 7. Right here, my friend Dave Seifert and I are going to be doing 2 hours of music from the Vietnam era to commemorate on Memorial Day. This Memorial Day, 50 years since the end of Vietnam in 1975.
Why is that special to you, Damien?
Well, my father was part of Vietnam. He served in 2 different branches, in the Navy and the Marines. And when he got back, things weren't ideal for a lot of those individuals. And I was born February of '71. And 4 months later, he was with a group of gentlemen led by John Kerry protesting at the gates of the White House. So my mom was doing a little bit of solo parenting, but my dad was out fighting the good fight just like he did in Vietnam. So I wanted to do something for him forever regarding that, and this just seemed like a perfect time and place.
We have this beautiful memorial park that the veterans put here. It's the park that you can come to, and you can find names from many of the servicemen from our area. But it gives you the opportunity to pause and just remember, even if they weren't from this area, these people who fought in World War I, World War II, the Iraq, and definitely Vietnam. And so the fact that you've chosen here, we're standing here outside of the veterans in this area that put together this Memorial Park. I mean, it's incredible when you see the rock and when you see all the different things that are here. And so you're planning on that concert. You and Dave will be up here, and you're planning on just filling the little grass area there and having people just sit back, almost like a mini Woodstock, right?
The closest thing that I could come up with for Vergas, Minnesota. Yeah. Well, and I found out after coming and taking a look at this beautiful stone we have here that this rock is actually called Freedom Rock. And it just sort of reminded me of the Time Life music collection commercials. And I called Dave, I said, we may as well play right next to the Freedom Rock. So
yeah, it doesn't get any more perfect than that.
It's kind of what we're doing here.
Yeah. So it's on Monday, May 26th. You did mention, Damien, that Memorial Day could be inclement weather. What's going to happen if that happens? So your rain or shine?
Yeah, in the event that we get some rain or something here, I have talked with the owners at Looney's Pub and Campground, and the concert will happen there indoors from 5 until 7 in the event that we get rained out here.
Okay.
So we'll still be able to check out that music and honor those same people. Everyone can come on over there.
Right. It's always good to have that backup plan, and we'll recap that a little bit more. But what I'd like to hear is tell me a little bit about your musical career, and maybe Dave's too.
Well, Dave and I, we didn't know each other in high school, but we actually had a number of friends in common that kind of put us in touch with each other in college, and we just had so many musical similarities. We had both sang all through high school and slowly been picking up instruments. I stuck with that. Dave
took a different path. Yeah.
Yeah, Dave
became a hobby, maybe.
Yeah, it became a hobby for him. He's a farmer and works at BTD and has a family. But now I moved back here about 5 years ago. He's bought about 24 more guitars. And
You've inspired him to continue with it, yes. The thing of it is I do know you have like an open mic night on Monday nights. Do you still have that, or you will be starting it again?
Yeah, that's part of my kind of family, it seems, connection with Loonies. They've just been so supportive of everything that I've been doing around here, and I do host an open mic there every other Monday right now. You can call there to find out specific Mondays, but they're doing a lot of things for the area. I know they're part of the community club
yes,
too,
they are.
And they're such a great space, and are so supportive.
The space is nice. And so was that how you connected again with Dave? And so then he comes out and
when I moved back here, I wanted something for people to do and for myself to do as a musician moving back home to a small town. And
yeah, it's a little different.
Yeah, so we started meeting once in a while and practicing some songs. And
so tell me about your playlist. You said you have how many songs going on for Monday the 26th?
We have 28 songs on the list. That's 14 songs an hour, and there is time for that as long as I don't talk too much. I have a habit of talking a lot between songs.
That's all right.
But we're looking at over a dozen songs each of those hours from 1955 to 75. So from the Everly Brothers and the Cascades to Crosby, Stills and Nash and the Zombies and Buffalo Springfield and CCR.
How about Bob
Hendricks. Bob Dylan, of course, and Country Joe and the Fish. I'll be probably ending the show with one of Bob Dylan's big folk pieces from that time, because he's been a huge influence on me too. So
sure.
You'll definitely be hearing "Blowing in the Wind" that day.
All right, Damien, when you think about music, you as a musician know that it can be a healing thing. It can be an encouraging thing. How do have you ever had that conversation with your father? How did the music affect them when they were over in Vietnam?
Well,
did they talk about that at all?
Just a little bit. There was only so many times that they got to really be comfortable enough or safe enough to be playing music
sure.
loud enough that they could be heard.
Sure, maybe my mind goes to like MASH, you know, you see the music there all the time,
no,
and I realized it wasn't like MASH.
Well, mine too, and growing up in the 70s, MASH was a huge show in my house, and my parents let me, music and me and my parents was a huge thing. Neither one of them played instruments, but they both love music. So
okay, and so they still encouraged you even though they didn't?
Oh yeah, by the time I was in kindergarten, I was already running the turntable and the 8-track player. I was walking around singing The Wanderer by Dion, and I knew my path early, and they let me take that.
So you're doing this for your dad. I did not realize it's the 50th anniversary of the end of the Vietnam War.
I didn't until I started this plan actually either.
And so tell me, what does it mean personally to you, Damien, to be doing this?
Well, there's so many reasons and so many moments that happened for my father that I probably should not have happened. He was, he was so close to dying so many times. There's just so many reasons why I might not have even
been here.
And
right.
so, my mother's just been an angel my whole life, and she's been so supportive and,
right.
helps
Well, the
helps
fact that
me,
you
so.
are going to commemorate all of these veterans, and on Memorial Day, so you come on Monday, the 26th. You come between 5 and 7. It's a free concert. I think that's just awesome. And
yeah,
people
free concert.
just come, enjoy, bring your families.
Bring your families, bring your camping chairs. You know, they don't really
Bring your
have,
blankets,
they haven't really figured out a seating situation yet, so you probably want to bring a blankets or
and that's the beauty of Vergas.
Chairs, yeah.
And so finish it up with me on a little bit of music there, and we hope to see you on the 26th.
Something's happening here. What it is ain't exactly clear. There's a man with a gun over there, telling me I've got to beware.